In this video, we'll be discussing noun clauses with WH words. This is the second type of noun clause. Noun clauses with WH words are again dependent clauses. But with these types of noun clauses, we don't start the noun clause with that. Instead, we start it with a WH word, such as when, how, which, and so on. So noun clauses with WH words look like questions because they use the WH words. But when we write these noun clauses, we use statement order instead of question order. In other words, we start with a subject, and then a verb, and then sometimes object. We don't use question word order. And we also do not use a question mark at the end of the statement. So let's look at a couple of examples. So we'll start with a WH question, very simple one. When is the test? We want to change this into a noun clause with the WH word. So we need to start with an independent clause. Here's an example. The students know. So our independent clause is the students, subject, know, verb. And here's the question, but we've changed it into a WH word noun clause. So we started with the same WH word, when, but we switched the verb and subject around so that it's in statement form or statement word order. And we end up with when the test is. So we have the students know when the test is. Here's another example. What will she do tomorrow? This is the WH question. Now you want to change it into a WH noun clause. So we can say she knows. We have the subject and verb. We put in the WH word, same WH word, what? She will do tomorrow. So again, notice that the helping verb and the subject, they switched back around to statement word order. Here's one more example. When did he write the essay? When we turn it into a noun clause, he remembers when he wrote the essay. So here, remember that when we write a question, we have to add do. Do has a past tense, but when we change it into a statement, the past tense goes on to the main verb, and it turns into wrote. Here's some more examples. Here are 3 WH questions, and you guys can try to change these into WH noun clauses, and I'll give you some examples, answers. So as you can see, in all of these answers, we start with the independent clause. We build the independent clause. Make sure you have a subject and verb. Then we start the WH noun clause with the WH words. Then we change the question word order into statement word order so that we have, for example, subject, verb, and object. Now we're going to talk about some common errors, 2 common errors. The first common error is using that and a WH word in the same sentence. So for example, the student wants to know that how people learn languages. So we see right here, that is for a statement type noun clause, and how is for a WH type noun clause. We can't use both. So to fix this error, we have the student wants to know that how people learn languages. We just need to get rid of one of the words that starts the noun clause. So I'm going to take out that. And we have the student wants to know how people learn languages. So we have a WH question turned into a noun clause. The second common error is using a question form in a noun clause. So we can see, for example, the teacher explained, why did they need to study? So you see right here, this WH noun clause, it's still in question word order. So again, it's incorrect. We need to change this. We start with the teacher explained, why did they need to study? And we switch the verb and subject into noun clause or statement word order. So we end up with the teacher explained why they needed, remember it's in past tense, did, to study.